The Dante Show.
There was an inmate that everybody feared. Even I feared this dude. This dude will put the fear of God in everybody, even with the COs. This dude, he was every bit of 390, maybe even 400 pounds. All solid muscle. Had to be about 6'6", 6'7". Massive dude. Big dude. You remember John Coffey? A dude like that, but bigger. And if y'all don't know who John Coffey is, this is what he looked like. I'm not going to put his name out there, because he probably got a wife and kids, family out there. And to be honest, I don't want him to see this video and he feel offended and he come look for me. Because this dude was no joke at all. I'm going to be the first to tell you. The inmates feared this dude. The guards feared him. I've seen situations where, well, we'll get into that later. But this is what was going on with him. He wasn't a real aggressive dude unless you disrespected him. He wasn't going around looking for trouble or nothing like that. He primarily kept to himself. He talked to a couple of people, but primarily he kind of kept to himself. But he demanded respect. Anybody in their right mind would not walk up to this dude and say something crazy to him. Even the gang members feared this dude. It could have been, I done seen where this dude, he walked in the middle of the pod. It's about 60 guys up in here. And he said, I'm jumping all over the place. Let me introduce y'all. We're going to call him K. Anybody that been locked up in Texas prisons, right? I'm going to say his name started with a K and his last name started with a B. So we're going to call him KB. And if anybody been locked up in the Texas prisons between 2012 and 15, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. So we're going to call him KB. So KB come in the pod, right? When he came in, it's like everybody got quiet. Everybody got quiet. This dude was a force to be reckoned with. When he walked in, everybody just looking at him. Conversations kind of turned down a little bit. And we watched him go up into his room. His cellmate wasn't in there at the time. His cellmate was in the shower. An older white man. KB was a black man. Keep that in mind. And his cellmate had to have been every bit of 52 years old with a bad back. So he needed the bottom bunk. It wouldn't have been maybe 30 seconds that KB was in that cell and he came back out and stood in front of the pod and was like, hey, who in cell 36? Loud, like thundered. Ain't nobody saying nothing. He said, hey, who in cell 36? Ain't nobody say nothing. He said, I'm going to say it one more time. Who in cell 36? Crickets. Right? So he said, all right. He go back into the cell. I look at my partners. I said, he going to be a problem. This dude going to be a problem. So, the old man come out the shower. And he goes up, start walking towards the cell. Somebody pulled him to the side and was like, hey, you got a new cellie up in there, and he look like he on one. Old white man like, all right, let me go up here and see what's going on. So we quieted him up. We all inching up the stairs. We listening. Older white guy go in the cell. KB like, why you ain't answer me when I said who up in this cell? He was like, I was in the shower. He was like, well, check this out. I'm getting this bottom bunk. You got to get this top bunk. Old man was like, I got a bag back, man. I have to get this bottom bunk. I have to get it. He was like, what? White man shook. Y'all got to understand the height, weight. This guy was a monster, okay? And this white guy was a puny guy. Anybody standing next to this guy was a puny guy, okay? Now I'm not saying that because he was white and old, but me standing next to him, and y'all see how big I am. I look like a dang ant compared to this dude. Me standing next to him, and y'all see how big I am. I look like a dang ant compared to this dude. So, he like, I can't get up there. So, KB grabbed his stuff like in one twist, grabbed all my man's stuff off his bed and threw it out there over the tier, over the rail, and it went everywhere. And people started grabbing stuff. And he said, well, you ain't sleeping in here then. Either you going to sleep on the floor or you getting up on the top bunk. What you going to do? Dude got up out that cell. He ran up out the cell as fast as he could. And he moved. He scared him. He went to the front desk. Hey, I fear for my life. Could you guys move me, please? Can you please move me? I got a bad back. And the new guy that's in there, he's threatening me, telling me I have to sleep at the top bunk. The CEO say, well, give us a couple of days and we'll see what we can do. The dude like, I won't survive in there a couple of days. This guy I won't survive in there. Y'all got to get me out of there. So the guard, now keep in mind, it's 2 guards on the ship. When KB came in, there was only 1 guard there. So the other guard didn't see him. But I'm pretty sure the other guard that let KB in, he must have briefed him. But he didn't see KB yet. So he like, the guard that he was talking to was like, whoever's in cell 36, come out right now. Come out. He yelling it out on the tier. Come out. I need to talk to you. KB ain't come out. He say, yo, if you don't come out here right now, you're getting on lockdown. No word from KB at all. No word at all. So the deputy like, all right. So he go up there, walking up the tier, get to the cell, look in there, see this big, black, massive dude standing there, towering over him. What you think that guard said to him? Nothing. Turned away, walked off. He ain't want no problems with KB. No problems. No problems at all. Turned around, walked down the stairs. He said, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You just got to deal with it until we can find you a cell. I don't know what to tell you. Days will go on. And that poor old white man, he was sleeping on the floor. Hey, I'm not laughing that he was sleeping on the floor, but he was sleeping on the floor. You just got to deal with it until we can find you a cell. I don't know what to tell you. Days will go on. And that poor old white man, he was sleeping on the floor. Hey, I'm not laughing that he was sleeping on the floor, but he was sleeping on the floor. I just thank God I wasn't in that predicament, or anybody that I knew. For 3 days, that man slept on the floor. For 3 days, KB would step over him, step on him sometimes when he get out the bed. And you would hear the man, and KB be like, shut up, stop whining. Peeing all in the toilet and splashing on my man's head and torture. They finally got that old man out of there, right? When they got him out of there, they tried to put somebody else in there. I think the dude's name was Lil Tim. I think he was a Crip. He claimed to be a Crip or whatever the case may be. But they put this Crip dude in there named Lil Tim. He had to be about 19 years old. They put him in there. I'm going to tell y'all what I heard. I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I heard it. When Lil Tim, the Crip dude, got in there, I don't know exactly what he said to KB, but all I know is I don't have cellmates. Bam! Now, you know, like when a cartoon happened and somebody hit somebody and be like, bam! You heard, bam! You heard something, it was so loud. So loud. Bam! Like him hitting a brick wall or something. Lil Tim came up out of, he flew out of the cell so fast and was about to like go over the rail. Luckily I was standing right there, like coming this way. And I grabbed him just in time before he went over the rail. And KB, I looked at KB and he's standing there gorilla style, just looking at me like fuming. So I grabbed my man because he was in and out of conscious. I grabbed him and I'm like, come on. KB come out the cell on top of the tier with his hands on the bars like, yo, don't put nobody else in my motherfucking cell. The guard gorilla style just looking at me like fuming. So I grabbed my man because he was in and out of conscious. I grabbed him and I'm like, come on. KB come out the cell on top of the tier with his hands on the bars like, yo, don't put nobody else in my motherfucking cell. The guards looking up there. They ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody really giving him eye contact. I'm grabbing the dude, you know, bringing him over here to the right to get out of KB way. I'm thinking like, please don't let this man rush me. Please don't let this man rush me. I can't do nothing with this man. Even if I had a shank, two shanks glued to me like Wolverine, I probably still couldn't do nothing to this man. Y'all ain't understanding. Don't sit up here and try to tell me what y'all would do and what y'all won't do, because y'all was not in that situation. So let me get back to the story. So basically, I get him right there, lay him out on the tier, and two of his homeboys, they wasn't Crips, they were just two of his homeboys that he talked to every day, hurried up, got up there and grabbed him, and KB went back in the cell. The guards, they get on the radio. Yo, whatever they said, Cole, whatever, blah, 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 we got an issue here. The Goon Squad come. The Goon Squad, if y'all don't know, they come in there with riot shields. They come in there with black gloves, knee pads, billy clubs, whatever you want to call it. They came. It's about 12 of them. They are finna do what you call an extraction, right? They finna get him up out of here. At least that's what they thought. They tell all of us, lock down, get back to your cells. Everybody go back to your cells right now, lock down. Oh, if you don't go lock down, when the Goon Squad get there, you getting beat. You finna get beefed over the head. Hey, you better go lock down if you know what's good for you, right? If you've been locked up before, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So we ain't gonna play like we don't know how the Goon Squad get down when they come in there and they get down. We know how they get down. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that follow button and share this video. Heart the video too. Now, so we all locked down and we like, oh yeah. It's about to go down. Let's see what KB do. Now, nobody can see it, like I said, because we all in ourselves, but we can hear it. And some people got like their mirror out doing like this, and they can see a little bit, but all you really seeing is all black and riot shields and stuff. So they get to a cell and they like, cuff up, turn around and cuff up. He like, come in here and get me out. Come make me cuff up. Turn around, cuff up. Last warning, last warning. We don't hear nothing. They pop his cell. First guard to come in. They go in. See, they go in like this. One be standing behind the other like this. One be behind and the other one behind. The other one be behind it. And the first one go in. All you hear is boom, 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 boom. KB in there knocking heads off. Cracking riot cells. I'm talking about he is Thanos beating the Avengers. Beating them. Boom, boom, boom. I don't hear it. I mean, I don't see it, but I hear it. He in there going in. Now, y'all know that pepper spray that bear spray, they spraying that on them. It's getting crazy. They tasing him, all that. I'm going to say out of the 12 goon squads that came in that cell, 5 of them was knocked out cold. It got to the point where they had to come in there with that shotgun, the rubber bullets. If you know, you know. Hit that like button, hit that follow button. They come in there with that thing. Boom, boom, boom. Bow. One of them shot him in the head. Boom. Knocked him out. Now, this is a sidebar. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care if you got hands of steel. You get shot with one of them rubber bullets, you going down. He got shot 3 or 4 times. Here, like right there. But when he got shot in his head, knocked him out cold. Bam! Freight train. Boom. He out cold. They had to call. It was so many deputies up in there. The warden even had to come up in there. They got this man out of there. They carried him out. First they was dragging him. Hitting his head every bump. Boom, 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 boom. Going down the stairs. Y'all hit that like button, hit that follow button. He hit his head on every stair going down there. And then they finally picked him up and they got him up out of there. A month later, I see KB again. We on the yard, right? I see KB. Now, if you, okay, remember I said that most of the guards, well, I'm going to say all of the guards feared this dude. He could get away with dang near anything because some of the officers just didn't want to deal with it. Case in point, you can't walk around with your shirt off. If I walk around with my shirt off, yo, Bill, put your shirt on, you're going to get a ticket. All right. Or if, yo, Bill, put your shirt on. I ain't putting on nothing. All right. Cuff up. Or, Bill, put your shirt on. I ain't putting on nothing. They'll come over there and whip me out. Right? Throw me in a hole. KB, on the other hand, he come out there with his shirt off. They act like they don't see it. They don't see this large, massive man walking around on the yard with his shirt off. Or in the pod with his shirt off. They don't want that problem. They don't want to deal with it. Peep the scene. You got a CO that's about 5'7", 5'8", even 6 foot, 180 pounds, 200 pounds. Never worked out a day of his life. You got this big, massive man walking around with his shirt off, and you come up to him and tell him, yo, you got to go put your shirt on. And he stand over you like this, looking at you, and he say, make me, punk. What you gonna do? If you're a CO, you got 2 things you gonna do that you can do. You either gonna get on that radio, yo, I need backup, or you just gonna walk off. A CO job is to come to work and get back home alive. Okay? A CO job, when you a CEO, your whole mission is to get back home. They sit up there and say the inmates run the jail. That's not true. The inmates only run the jail when the prison guards is not watching. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. Y'all hit that like button, hit that follow button, share this video if you feeling this content. Make sure you bless my Cash App if you like this content. Back to it. So, like I said, inmates do not run the prisons. The COs do. But like I said, when you get dudes in there like KB, they running the prison. They running that jail. Because you don't want to, them COs don't want to deal with that. They don't want to be the one to have to go in there and be like, yo, cuff up. Or take him somewhere or try to diss. They don't want to deal with that. You go up, you don't know what this man liable of doing. This man literally dang near took out the whole goon squad. If they didn't shoot him in the head with that rubber bullet. He was in there. Y'all seen the Avengers. Dun, 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 boom, boom. You seen what he did to the crap? I got to stop right there. I can't go no further. And y'all don't know why later on in the story. So, you got, one of the rules is that you cannot be on the yard with commissary, right? KB, this how guerrilla-fied he was. You would catch him you would catch him, let's say this A building over here, B building right here, and C building right here. He was in A building. I was in B building. At first, he was in B building with us. Then, whatever happened, he ended up going to A building. You would see KB, big, massive tail, with his shirt off, walk from A building across the yard to C building with an empty laundry bag. Come from C building, walk in the yard with a big bag of commissary. Went over there, just taking stuff from people. And no consequence. You just see his big tail walking with a massive bag of commissary that he doesn't store it or stole from somebody from over there. Just walking. No guard, nobody said nothing to him, and he go back to where to put it up in his cell or whatever to come back on the yard. You will see this dude do this maybe once. No, I'm lying. Maybe twice a week. We get this new guard. He an ex-NFL player. Big white boy. Big. Had to be on the line, a lineman. Dude was like 6'4", maybe 300 pounds. Big jacked up white boy too. And he came from the mountains. If anybody been locked up in the Texas jail systems, y'all might know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name, but y'all know what CO that I'm talking about. He was a cool straight, I'm not going to say his name, but y'all know what CO that I'm talking about. He was a cool straight dude too. So, okay, so this what happened. New correctional guard come. We just going to call him, the Big White. So the Big White. And if y'all just tuning in, the Big White is the new CO that just came in. Dude is as big as KB. Yo, inmate, what are you doing coming from that from the C building? KB just walking with a bag of commissary. Number one, he got his shirt off, violation. Number two, what is you doing coming from C building? Number three, what are you doing with with commissary? Number four, you don't hear me talking to you? KB just walking along with his bag of commissary. So the CEO, the Big White CEO, come over there and like, yo, you don't hear me talking to you? And grab him on his shoulder. KB turned around and was like, touch me again, I'ma beat your... Huh. Big white CO said, huh. Turn around and cuff up, inmate. KB turned his back on him and start. Cuff up, inmate. CO grabbed him again. But this time, he like, KB like rolled at his shoulder, and the CO grabbed the commissary and snatched the bag. He snatched the laundry bag with the commissary in it, and it just basically went into a tug of war. And then you paint the scene: two massive dudes playing tug of war over a laundry bag full of sodas, cookies, pops, soups like ramen noodles. They playing tug of war over this bag, right? Next thing you know, it explodes everywhere. Boom! It explodes everywhere. Now they fighting. They boom, boom, tussling, rolling around. They roll around. They roll maybe about 7 feet that way. So everybody picking up the commissary, picking it up while they fighting, picking up the commissary. I think I grabbed like 2 sneakers and a grape soda or something like that. So they fighting. Boom, 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 boom. Now, KB getting the best of them. KB at this time now got on top of them. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all remember that part on Avengers with Hawk was fighting Thanos and they both was like going at it. Bang, 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 like that. And then Thanos started winning. When Thanos started, boom, putting them on him. Got on top of the great white CO and got the boom, boom, gorilla style on him, right? Then the other guards running in, trying to tackle him off. They hitting him with the batons. They tasing him, all that. The great white was knocked out cold. They end up whipping, KB out. They whip him out. He was already tired though, so they whooped his. Hit that like button and hit that follow button. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, put something in the Cash App too, man. If y'all enjoying this content, put something in the Cash App, please. So they whipped him out. He tired. He barely can fight back. You know when you tired and you barely can even throw a punch. So they done whipped him out. Put him in a hole. We didn't see the great white CO for about a month. And then we seen him. He didn't. Usually when guards get beat up like that, they don't come back. It ain't for them. The great white, it's a different case. He came back. Oh yeah, he came back. And he came back with a vengeance. He would go on to be a butthole. He will go on to writing people up for nothing. Just doing the most. 2 weeks passed after, so this had to been a month and 2 weeks. Who do we see back on the yard? Dun 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 dun. KB. There you go. There you go. Right there. KB got another laundry bag on his right hand and one on his left. The great white CO, he sees him. And I'm thinking in his mind, the great white CO, he sees him. And I'm thinking in his mind, this is round 2, baby. I'm finna get my get back. You ain't just gonna whip me out in front of everybody and I'm just gonna turn to, no. Inmate, cuff up. Inmate, cuff up. KB turned around, look at him, and said, don't make me beat you like I did last time. Turned around, and the Great White CEO, it was like he jumped on him. He like leaped in the air, basically put his arm around his neck like a chokeout, grabbed him, wrapped his legs around, fell back. There they go again. Commissary flying over here, commissary flying over there. They wrestling, they punching each other, they hitting each other. It's a y'all remember like when the cartoons they be fighting and all that dust cloud happen and dust be going everywhere and they be like boom, 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 that scene. That's what was going on. Sure enough, KB get the best of them again, messing them up down there. Boom, boom, boom. Deja vu. This happened before. CEOs come out there. The Goon Squad come out there. Now it's a full on. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's a full on 20 versus 1, and he ain't tired no more. He ain't got tired yet. KB ain't tired yet. KB is boom, boom, boom. Every time somebody run up, they get knocked down. Somebody run up, they get knocked down. This dude was like on a billion mode, right? He grabbed the CEO and was like, boom, headbutt him. Knocked him out cold. Here's the funny thing. It was a female CEO that was out there. He grabbed her like this, cocked back, then he stopped when he realized it was a female CEO. I can imagine how that woman was feeling to see this big massive dude standing over her. He could have knocked her head off clean, but he did. He said, all right, I'm done. I'm done. They helped the Great White up, put him, cuffed him up.
The Dante Show.